Hey guys, Eric here with Performance Golf. In today's video, we're talking about the secret to leading with the right arm or trail arm in the downswing. I'm going to give you two really important keys and one simple drill to use that really helped a recent student of mine transform his ball striking. Getting the right arm and elbow to lead during the downswing is one of the common traits of great ball strikers. Simply put, we must do it in our swing to get that solid, consistent contact we're looking for. If we look at the trail arm during the downswing, and what's the point of getting that more forward or in front, is all about getting my handle far enough forward at impact so that I can consistently hit the ball solid. When my elbow goes forward, that makes my arm go forward. When my arm goes forward, the hand goes forward. When the hand goes forward, the grip goes forward. And so long as the grip is in front of the club head at impact, like if we look at a good golfer, you'll see at impact, their hands are somewhere over their left leg. The right arm must go forward to get to that point to hit the ball consistently solid. A lot of high handicap golfers I give lessons to, their impact, this might be you, looks more like this. Right arm's too far back, butt of the club and handle are too far back, no shaft lean. This is going to lead to poor contact, loss of distance, hitting behind the ball fats and thins. The best ball strikers look like this. Handle more forward, solid contact, more distance, club face control, all of the good things that we want. Now there's two key things, they're a little bit technical, we'll talk through and I'll simplify as we go, as to how to get the right arm forward before we get to the drill. So the first thing we need to do is what we call adduction. Okay, that just means if you hold your arm out in front of you, you want to try and get your bicep forward towards the target to get closer to your pec. So if you hold your arm kind of out at a 45-degree angle, feel your bicep getting closer to your pec. Bicep closer to pec, okay? That's called adduction. I'm just taking this arm and shortening the distance between my chest. Now, if I do that with a club in, what does that do to the butt of the club in my hands? Does it make it go forward or back? It makes it go forward, right? So when I take this down in front of me having some conscious adduction, bicep, squeezing in towards the pec, helps manually get the handle more forward. The second thing we need is some external rotation. So sort of from down the line, if you look at your arm like you're doing an arm wrestling, you can either win the arm wrestling, that's internal, bad, or you could lose the arm wrestling, external, good. Okay, that external rotation. Now when I say external rotation, the feel there that we want to get the right arm leading is right away during the downswing, you want to feel the right elbow get closer to the left. You're squeezing the right elbow closer to the left. So the distance between your elbows at the top of your backswing, you want to decrease that. Squeeze the right elbow in towards the left. That's external rotation. All right, guys, quick break from today's video. Look, if you want to make massive improvements with your game and actually get way better in 2025, you got to do something different than you've done before. And one of those things that I highly recommend is checking out these two-day schools that my friends at Performance Golf are hosting. These are with the best coaches in the world, people you see me in videos with all the time, like Martin Chuck, Andrew Rice, Erika Larkin, many more of the top coaches at awesome places all around the United States. We're seeing great results with these schools because what we're able to do when we see you in person is really find and fix the main root issue. Most all of us have like 4 or 5 things wrong with our swing. You can't do them all at one time, but you can find and fix the main one thing, which we can do in person like that. We're able to make massive improvements. I'm talking like maybe 2 years of improvements in only 2 days. So if you're looking for something to really fast track your improvement, this could be the thing that could take you to the next level. We'll put a link in the description down below. Check it out, see if there's a spot available in a location that works for you. Now, when we combine those feels, the bicep towards the pec with the right elbow getting closer to the left, that's the part that gets the arms back in front. What we're not looking to do, that I see a lot of golfers do, I'm not looking to jam my right elbow into my hip. That's not the deal here. The elbow's got to go forward towards the target and in front of me, in front of my hip. That's adduction, external rotation. Okay, I'm trying to combine those feels. When we look at a good golfer on the screen here, we're gonna notice, right, the goal is, if you look at your arm here in general, I'm trying to feel my elbow stay in front of my wrist and even maybe my shoulder until about my hands get hip high. So make a couple practice swings with that. Feel your elbow in front of the wrist until about hip high. Now at this same position, you'll see a good player, the elbow's also in front of the hip. The elbow's in front of the wrist. The elbow's in front of the hip. That'd be good. I'm going to, with rotation, transport that to good shaft lean. Now the opposite, the bad, like my student had, if the elbow's behind the wrist and or the elbow's behind the hip, that's the first thing that leads to this early release, no shaft lean. Okay, so elbow squeezing in towards the left, bicep getting closer to my pec. So even just to start here, I've got a 7-iron. You can hit some shots here with this. Let's go to about left arm parallel, and let's start to feel the right elbow squeezing in towards the left. Again, not jamming it down towards my hip, but squeezing that in towards my left elbow when I start down. Let's go ahead and hit one with that. So right elbow squeezing in towards the left in transition. And that's about as solid as I can hit my 7-iron. Very straight, high draw, good distance, solid contact. Ball first, ground second. Now, if it's that simple for you and all you need to think about is getting the right elbow squeezing in towards the left, then don't make it any more complicated. Keep it just at that. But as you're feeling the right elbow squeeze in towards the left, before I get to the drill, again, you also want to feel that right bicep squeezing against the pec. So right elbow towards the left, right bicep against the pec, and I'll show you the drill in a minute. There again, very solid, high, straight 7-iron. We absolutely cannot have the right arm back this way, elbow behind the wrist, and expect to hit it consistently solid. Can't have that. Now, with that, with those feels, the student that I was working with wanted a little drill, right? So when he would practice, he'd have something to go back to. And I like this for a feel. You can hit balls with this, but all you need is a simple alignment rod. And if you put it underneath your armpit, so let's say 75, 80% of it is forward, maybe 20% of it's back, but I'm holding it underneath my armpit. If I make a swing to about left arm parallel, that's gonna get sitting on my left arm. Now, if I do this correctly, right elbow towards the left, right bicep towards my pec, I'm gonna feel an increase of pressure. And you'll see this when you do this. I'm gonna feel like the stick is pressing into my left arm. That would be the good version. If I do it poorly, right elbow back behind me, that pressure, the stick, see how that stick comes right off my arm? This is the bad version. Stick off my arm, elbow back bad. Now I'm feeling I'm pressing that in. The right elbow squeezing in towards the left. The right bicep squeezing towards the pec. The elbow's forward towards the target, but it's also in front of my hip, right? Not jammed into my side. And again, you can hit some balls with that, but I like that just as a feel. If you're taking this to the range or the course, squeeze the right elbow in towards the left, right bicep towards the pec. And there's another one. Solid contact, high, pretty straight, just slightly to the right, which brings me to my little caveat here, my last point. A lot of times, your right arm during the downswing, whether you're able to lead with it and keep it forward or have it stuck behind you, is gonna be a reaction to earlier parts in your swing, specifically the club face angle. When I do this move where my right elbow goes forward and I squeeze my right bicep against it, notice what that does to the club face. If anything, that's gonna open the club face. So why are good players able to do that is because with that, they're able to twist or close the club face enough and usually soon enough to pair along with that. So just a little caveat, when you're leading with the right arm and elbow as a right-handed golfer, if you miss a little bit to the right, that's okay in the beginning. Your club face is too open. you have to, in with these moves, just like all the good players do, consciously or subconsciously, have a little bit of twisting the toe in front of the heel to help square up the club face. Totally okay and normal to have to do that. Right elbow squeezes towards the left, right bicep towards the pec, a little bit of closing the club face if I need to on the way through. There's another one, very solid, high little draw 7-iron. So just a caveat with the club face part, and with this, as I go, we're talking all arms here. Okay, some players say, well, Eric, isn't that supposed to happen automatically? Well, if you get your arm in front automatically, then you're golden, you don't have to think about it. But if you don't get your arm in front automatically, you're gonna need to manually yourself do this to make it happen. Not getting your body working right is not gonna like automatically fix this. So it's okay to manually feel it. It's not jammed into your hip, it's in front and towards the target. Use that drill with the alignment rod, use that fields, twist the club face a little bit closed if you need to, totally okay. That's what the best players do. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this helps. Any questions at all, I read and answer all the comments down below. Feel free to leave a comment there.